Hello and welcome to PNE TV. I'm your host Ben Redioff, and this week we'll be looking back at the games with Colchester United and Port Vale with guest Will Hayhurst here in the studio. But to get started, let's have a quick look back at the game on Tuesday night against Port Vale. I'm delighted to say that Will Hayhurst has joined us in the studio. Welcome to the show. A good result on Tuesday against Port Vale. How do you explain the great away performances this season?
I'd say it's just togetherness, really. You see it on the training ground every day that everyone's so together in the changing rooms, outside of football and on the pitch. And I think teams have to come out at home against you, and I think at home they sit in, so it's harder to break them down. But I think the togetherness and the hard work that everyone's putting in away from home is showing with the results.
One man who's been in brilliant form this season is goalkeeper Declan Rudd. How good is it to have a safe pair of hands behind you?
Yeah, he's very good. He was excellent last year, and we was lucky to get him back. I think he should have been in and around Norwich's squad, and he's a great lad, and he works really hard, and you can tell that he's signed to a Premiership team, and yeah, it's great to have him. So yeah,
he made some great saves on Tuesday, didn't he?
Yeah, fantastic saves, and he's towards the end with the corners, and he's tipped one over the bar. It's fantastic, but he's done that regularly, and I don't think he's put a foot wrong.
You won the penalty on Tuesday night. Everyone seems to be chipping in with action, whether it be goals or assists. Is that something you've worked on? Or?
Yeah, I've set myself targets of getting more assists than goals. I think that's what you get. That's what you get judged on, and I need to do that more. And with players in my position that are very good and they do it regularly, I feel like I need to add more to my game. And it's great to see that there's a lot of goal scorers in the team and a lot of chances created by other players, which is good.
Speaking of goal scorers, Joe Garner's been on fire recently. Another 2 on Tuesday. Just how good is he?
Yeah, he's a terrific player. You can see why he's been in the Championship, and I think he struggled towards the end of last season with confidence, and you can tell how much confidence does for you, and he's done fantastically well, and he's just shown how good he is as a player, and hopefully he can carry that on.
The Colchester United game was a bit of an odd one. It seemed to be a bit of a smash and grab from them. Was it just one of those days, a bit of frustration?
Yeah, I think it was just one of those days. You get them regularly in the game over the season where nothing really goes in for you. I think we created 25 plus chances and 38 crosses in the box, and with that you should be winning 4 or 5-0. And we didn't, and teams start to believe that they can come back and grab a goal, and that's what they did. We didn't keep the door shut, and they grabbed the goal, but it's just one of those days, and I think the reaction on Tuesday showed that how much we wanted to put that right. 7 games unbeaten now it is. Looking ahead to the game with Bristol City this weekend, what are you hoping for? A win, a good performance. I just want to carry on the good form away, and I think we need to start bringing that at home and getting the fans cheering at home. I think we've been disappointed with our home form. We're not going to hide behind that, but I think if we play like we did against Colchester and definitely against Port Vale, then I think we can get another win.
How do you explain the sort of away form compared to your home form? What's different about it?
I'm not sure really. You kind of feel that you play a different game away from home. I'm not sure why, but I think teams have to come out against you at home. They can't really sit in front of the home fans because they'll get on the backs, and I think we've stopped them playing. We've got some terrific defenders who put the bodies on the line every week. Bailey and Jack King's come in, and everyone works for each other. I think at home a lot of teams sit in against us, and we have to come onto them and create chances, and we have been creating those chances. They've just unfortunately not been going in for us.
Quick question from someone on Twitter. What's your best moment of your pro career so far?
The best moment, it was probably running 90 yards with a knackered hamstring to score in front of all the fans right at the end of the Oldham game. It was great to score at Deepdale, and hopefully that can continue.
You've been playing for the Republic of Ireland under 21s recently. How good is that?
Yeah, it's different, and you learn new things. You obviously don't want to come away from your club and drop down the order, but it's great. You play with some terrific players around your age group, and it's tough. There's a lot of foreign teams are very good on the counter attack, and it's good. It opens your eyes to a lot of European football and different styles of play.
Are you looking to make it into the first team soon? Hoping.
Yeah, you always hope that. I think if hopefully I can keep progressing. Everyone dreams of playing for the first team, and I'm not just there to play for the 21s. Obviously, when I get older, I want to try and impress and get to the first team. But I think everyone who is in that 21 squad will want to be doing. So hopefully, if I keep working hard and in the next few years, that hopefully I can make it there.
Change of management, of course, for the first team. Have you had a chance to meet up with? And do you see much of the first team managers?
No, we. I think they go away on different parts,
right.
And play obviously different games. So we've not met up with them now.
Okay. Finally, we know the lads have been doing Movember. Have you participated, or is that just part of the normal?
No, I haven't participated. Unfortunately, my beard's not looking very good at the moment or healthy. But yeah, it's been good banter between the lads with the moustaches. I got out of it, but yeah, there's a few good ones coming along, and it's good banter in the dressing room.
Brilliant stuff. Well, thanks for coming into the studio.
Thank you very much.
Looking ahead to the game this weekend with Bristol City, assistant manager Glynn Snodin has been speaking to PNE player.
Well, it's Bristol City this Saturday. They come to Deepdale having found a bit of form of late.
Yeah, they have, and I'm not surprised with the squad that they've got, the size of the squad and the players that they've got in there. You know, there's some good Championship players there, so it's going to be a tough game for us. But I think they'll be coming to Deepdale thinking they've got a tough game on their hands as well. We've got to make sure that we keep a level head, we're on our toes, and we make sure that they're prepared in every game. And make sure they don't get carried away. We've got to make sure they do the recovery work, the weights, the football stuff out there, and that they're all geared to playing on a Tuesday night or Saturday and looking to get those 3 points. And so far this season, the lads have been absolutely magnificent on that. They have been focused and switched on. Yeah, you're going to get the odd blip here and there, but up to now I think they've been a fantastic group.
Another impressive win for the women's team this week, a 4-1 win against Sporting Albion. Sophie Jones with the pick of the goals with this cross shot, which I'm sure she'll claim she meant. And also well done to the academy side who reached the semi-finals of the Lancashire Cup on Monday, beating Fleetwood 3-0, so congratulations to them. Now to the Ask segment of the show, where we give you the chance to ask the players the questions you've always wanted answering. Keep an eye on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter and Tout and more for information on how to submit your questions. Paul Gallagher was in the hot seat this week. Let's see how he got on.
This week on our Ask feature, we've got Paul Gallagher with us, and fans have been sending in the questions on Twitter. First one comes from Jack Smith, and he asks, what's been the highlight of your career so far?
Obviously making your debut as a 17-year-old for Blackburn against Arsenal. We won 2-0, so that was a good debut. Obviously international, playing Scotland, full international. That was a big highlight. I've got quite a few. I got promotion with Stoke to the Premier League, which was good. Obviously I didn't play quite as lot as I wanted to do, but to have that on a CV is quite good. I've had probably a Championship Player of the Month one season when I was at Leicester, so that was quite good. And obviously I scored a hat-trick against Barnet, so I've had a few. But I think if any player you ask me to play, it'd be winning things. So promotion was up there. But I think maybe playing for Scotland at a young age, international, was a highlight of my career. Obviously I played for the country that I was born in, and all my family were all delighted for me. And just wish I could have had more international caps really. But playing for Scotland was a massive thing in my career.
The next question comes from Anthony Regan, and he asks, what's changed here at Preston since your last visit?
Coming through the gate, it was like coming back at the same time. Everything was the same really. Obviously with different players here and different managing people, but the first time I was here, we were playing good football. It wasn't winning games, so I think the mentality of the team has changed, and obviously the coaching staff are obviously used to winning things. So coming back is probably the mentality of winning. It's since I've been here I haven't lost, so that's a big thing that stands out.
Next one's a bit of a strange one, comes from Anthony Cartwright. He said, which flavour of super noodles is your favourite?
Super noodles, I don't know, I don't really eat them to be fair. I think I've had maybe 2 in my lifetime probably chicken noodle, yeah.
Okay, next one, Declan Evans. He says, what do you wish to achieve at Preston North End this season?
There's only one goal, is obviously promotion, and hopefully I'm here till the end of the season to obviously achieve that with the team and the staff. But like the old cliche, I can't jump ahead of the gun, it's got to be one game at a time. But the big achievement and the thing that brought me to the club was the promotion.
Finally, from Aziz Faleg, he asks, what have you enjoyed most about your stay so far in the first few weeks you've been here?
Playing games, coming to training with a smile on your face. It's been a long time since I've done that. Just having that buzz of playing every Saturday, in front of a good crowd, and showing the ability that I have. And I'm happy to be here, and hopefully it'll last for a lot longer as well.
Great stuff there from Paul, and make sure to get your questions in next week, and you could have your questions put to the players. That's nearly it for this week. Let's check out the table ahead of the weekend. The Lily Whites move up into third in the league after the draw with Colchester United and the great result on Tuesday night at Vale Park. Unbeaten in 7 games now, let's hope we can close the gap between ourselves and Wolves this weekend. Let's have a look at the upcoming fixtures in this busy Christmas schedule. We've got the game with Bristol City this weekend before the FA Cup second round tie with Wickham on the 7th of December. Then it's back to league action away at Crawley on the 14th. Then the final game before Christmas Day at home to Brentford on the 21st. Make sure to keep checking PNE.com for all the latest ticket details for those games. For home and away tickets, call 0844 856 1966. And that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Remember to submit your questions for the players this week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at PNEFC and like us on our Facebook page, Official PNEFC. If you can't make it to the game this weekend, join Jonathan Breeze with commentary on PNE Player from 2:30. Have a great weekend, enjoy the game, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye for now.